Hello folks, and welcome to another episode of Geeks of the Coven. Today we're going to do a little bit of a library update, and instead of taking you upstairs to our library, our in-home library, we're going to stay downstairs because we've added 3 bookshelves, and so they're downstairs, so I'll show you what they look like now, along with the book hauls because I've been on spring break, and I have purchased a lot of books over spring break. Okay, here are our 3 new shelves. Hardbacks over here. These are all Matt's books. He's got a couple new figures up here too from Gargoyles. The puzzle over there is mine to put together later. Some more of his hardbacks. My tarot card collection now. And he got me Coraline recently. Couple more of his hardbacks. The Marvelers is mine. And then I got some new books recently. I have a witchy coloring book. Yesterday I went to Nacogdoches and purchased a bookmark and a Choose Your Own Adventure, Can You Survive Adventures of Robin Hood, a hardback, Goosebumps, that was pretty cool to find, a Monster Calls, and a Neil Gaiman book called Trigger Warning, short stories. We'll ignore the bottom shelf here because that's going to be books I donate. But some of these are older that I brought down because I really want to read them soon. And some of them are new. I got those earlier this school year from our used bookstore in the library. A couple of these are also older, like these two, but I recently purchased all of those Lindsay Sand novels. I reread the book, one book that I had read back in college, and I decided I'm going to collect the whole series and read it. Some Christina Dodd novels. These two are older. I got these, I'm going to say earlier this year as well. This one was also purchased earlier this year. On to some of the newer ones. We have both read Iron Widow now. I was gifted a Harry Potter Wizarding Almanac from Ellie. Y'all saw that in one of the previous videos. There's my page master. This one's a newer one. History of Unicorns. Also from Ellie was the Jane Austen leatherbound. This is a new purchase, Blood Like Magic. Oops. Pete's Dragon, The Lost Years. This one was also from Ellie. That is the UK version of Amari and the Night Brothers. I actually used to teach a section from Farewell to Manzanar, so I got a full copy. This was gifted to me from the librarian at the high school I used to work at, and it is autographed. I have the first 2 Foxcraft novels upstairs, so I got the 3rd one. Legend of the Skeleton Man is an indigenous story. Then we have The Invention of Hugo Cabret. I already had that one, but you saw I have The Marvelers, who's from the same author. This came from a fill bag for $20. Tea Room Mysteries. I've been collecting that series now recently. We have Dragons, The Greatest Stories, so some short stories. I had originally purchased this to replace one that went missing at the high school, but it was found, so yay. Or not the high school, at the elementary school. That was an older one, I think, from R.L. Stine that I had from a recent purchase earlier this year. Untethered Sky. This one I got from work. This was an advanced reader's copy that was given to one of the employees of the library department of my school district and just set out for free, anybody to take. This one I got earlier this year too. I've been collecting a lot of the great classics. This one I also picked up recently, Concrete Rose by Angie Thomas, who wrote Thug Life. Or not Thug Life, I'm sorry, Hate You Give, which is the phrase that creates the acronym THUG. That's an older one. Recently picked up this one by the same author who wrote the Wicked series. This one I've been reading. There's some more of my older books that, well, Around the World in 80 Days is new. Same with Slaughterhouse-Five, which I've never read. And some of these are older, but the Christopher Pike Spookspill, I've read all of them. I loved them. I'm collecting them to put them into the library donation pile for my school. The Tales of King Arthur and the Knights of the Round Table from Le Mode d'Auteur. All these Christopher Pike novels I got recently. You might hear my cat in the background going through the books that I've not put on the shelf yet, which we'll get to in a minute. Some new graphic novels, some old ones. And that is Junji Ito's Frankenstein back there. And because the cat really wants the paper bag, let's go through what we got today. Also from our local library, from the used books section. Cast Off Coven, a witchcraft mystery novel. I've read one of those before. It's a cozy mystery. For my horror paperback collection, we have Saints and Sorrows. This is a vampire tale. I picked up the second book of Courtney Crumman. Let's see. Matt picked up War of the Worlds. And he got The Count of Monte Cristo. Whereas I got the complete illustrated works of Lewis Carroll. And there's an illustrated page for you to see. I also got, keep trying to turn the phone on y'all, sorry. The illustrated Stafford Shakespeare edition. 37 plays and 160 sonnets and poems with over 450 illustrations. And there's an illustration right there. Let's see. He also picked up Alice Adventures in Wonderland Through the Looking Glass. And he finally found a hardback, or hardcover, Jurassic Park. Update, now the bag is empty, Kitty is in the bag. Alright, another bag, here we go. So we got this from Good Books in the Woods, which we visit for my birthday every year. Mary Burton's You're Not Safe. That is a mystery novel, but it's also romantic suspense. We have Dark Fortress's The Doll. It's a horror novel. Take a look at that creepy doll. Another horror novel called The Tomb 7. Vintage. This one looked interesting. Night of the Mannequins. Mannequins come alive and start killing everyone. Of course. Let's see. Another Dracula novel. Bloodlight. We have vampire stories. Short stories. And another romantic suspense. Lisa Jackson. Oh, if I can talk. Wicked Ways. We also took a few trips to Half-Price Books, or at least one trip. This one was the one in Humble. Sundial by Catriona Ward. I read a book from her earlier this year, The Last House on Needless Street, that Matt got me for Christmas, and I really enjoyed it, so I decided to pick this one up. Kitty is still going crazy on the paper bags. Been seeing this all over TikTok. I follow the author. I finally got it. My best friend said it was good, so I'm going to read it. Assistant to the Villain Grumpy Sunshine Romance. Let's see, I found a lot of Darcy Coates books. So this is The Whispering Dead. The Twisted Dead, which is book 3 in that series. So that's book 1 and 3. And this is book 2, The Ravenous Dead. We also have Darcy Coates' Quarter to Midnight. This is 15 Tales of Horror and Suspense. And another collection called Small Horrors from Darcy Coates. We've had a few trips to Barnes & Noble, so I picked up What Moves the Dead by T. King Fisher. We also got The Girl from Raw Blood from Catriona Ward. And finally, I picked up Horror Store from Grady Hendrix. And this last bit, this is not books, but we did go to Box Lunch. They opened up a new one at Deerbrook Mall, and that's where my old manager has been transferred to. So we went and paid them a visit, and I got a couple of shirts. So the first one is Howl's Moving Castle. I got Calcifer, which might have been a good name for that one, instead of Merlin. And I have a Kiki's Delivery Service shirt. Let's see if I can get it open. There we are. Kiki's Delivery Service with the portrait of Kiki on there. And of course, we got some stickers and some buttons. Let me show you what we got. So I got a cute little Minecraft box sticker, Kiki, the Set Sprites, and Totoro. I also got Appa, Mothman, Bulbasaur, and cute kitty pin. And he got some stickers here, Batman, Ghostbusters, Lord of the Rings. And the last item from today's visit to the library used bookstore. This has been sitting in there a while, and they say they counted all the pieces. We'll see when we put it together in an upcoming video, but I got a Puzz 3D of Notre Dame. Alright, so upcoming videos that we're going to be doing, I still need to put together all those minifigs into jewelry and keychains that Ellie sent me. We'll be putting together the Lego set that my brother got me for Christmas. That's a part of the Harry Potter collection. And then we'll put together the Notre Dame Puzz 3D as well. Until next time, have a magical day.